So are you at a point in your life where you really feel the need to lose some weight? Maybe you've been putting it off for a while, or maybe you've tried some fad diets, yo-yo diets. There's no shortage of those on the market right now. And maybe you're just frustrated, or you're concerned that maybe you're heading toward a disease, or perhaps you want to get ready for a triathlon, or you're just at a point in your life where you need some guidance in your life in terms of lifestyle. So this is Dr. Ron Sims with Back to Health Chiropractic, and I just wanted to talk to you briefly about the integrative approach we take in our practice, and in particular the area of dieting. Today we're in this day and age where there's all these get-rich-quick schemes when it comes to diet, and so I just wanted to try to give you some education around this. And so the first thing is I want to talk about is some of the lies that are out there about dieting, or what I hear. And one of the things I always get is, well, Dr. Sims, weight runs in my family. And that's actually a lie. That's more of a lifestyle thing. We eat how our mom ate, and we eat how our dad ate. And so just understand that weight problems do not run in your family. The other one is, hey, if I just eat less, I'll lose weight. And that's not true either. Oftentimes you need to eat more, you just have to eat better foods. The other one is, hey, I can eat like this because I'm going to the gym on Monday. I'm going to start pumping some iron, and I'm going to work that weight off. And that's not going to work necessarily either, especially if your problems are deeper and more hormonal. And the other one is just calories are calories. We often get in this rut where we're just counting calories, but we're not looking at food quality. And then another thing I find with people is they often forget how important rest is for keeping your metabolism in check and keeping your hormones in balance. And so some people will tell me, well, sleep has nothing to do with weight gain, and nothing could be further from the truth. One question I always get in my practice is, why is a chiropractor talking to me about weight loss? What does that have to do with chiropractic? And so I want to explain that to you a little bit. First of all, just seeing the chiropractor alone can cause weight loss. By moving your spine around, getting your nervous system tuned up, by getting things moving better, your metabolism begins to speed up, and we see patients having natural weight loss just by going through our care. And the other piece of that is if you're carrying too much weight on your body, several things are going to go wrong. We know that. We know that obesity is tied to so many different diseases. We know that diabetes is tied to so many different ailments that many of us suffer from. And for us, what it really boils down to, if you're carrying too much weight, that's hard on your spine. Your spine was designed for your ideal weight. And if you got 30, 40, 50 pounds more on your structure, it is going to accelerate the wear and tear on your discs. It's going to break down your joints. It's going to affect your nerves. The other piece of that is oftentimes our patients come in and their pH is too low because they're not eating properly. They're not eating the right foods. They're not eating the right amount of foods. They're dehydrated. And all of a sudden they're saying, Dr. Sims, everything that happens to me, I feel like I get injured. I can't even do yard work. I can't play with the kids anymore because they're so inflamed. So by really looking deeply into this, we can really fine-tune that with you and determine what's going on in your body. Can we support that with nutrition? Perhaps you need to do a purification. Perhaps you need to do a 10-day anti-inflammation cleanse. Or maybe you just need to start eating better. Perhaps that's it. And so with fat, we often talk about percentage of body fat. And so that's really what we talk about is the BMI, your body mass index, like how much of your body is lean tissue versus how much is fat. And that affects everything. It affects your recovery. It affects your future. So probably the most common question I get around this is, where do I start? Dr. Sims, I'm confused. I don't even know what to do. I'm paralyzed by anxiety around this weight issue or this health issue that you're having. And so for me, it always starts with a really good conversation. And the way we do that is we have our new patients come in and we sit knee to knee and we talk for a while. And what I want to know is what are you eating? Let's talk about your diet. What does a typical week look like for you? Are you putting garbage in your body? And we want to really find out what medicines are you taking and what supplements are you taking, and are you having good results with that? Are they good quality or are they poor quality? So I really like to sit down and talk about that. We also want to talk about your health history. Talk a little bit about your past, old injuries, things of that nature, because with weight gain, it often is the manifestation of, in our case, a spine problem. In other words, you hurt your spine, you can no longer work out, and you let your diet spiral because of it, because you're down. And when we're down, we tend to eat comfort foods. We eat foods that aren't necessarily good for us when we're down in the dumps. So you might have had an injury that caused you to be down in the dumps. You gain this extra weight. Now it's this vicious cycle. Now I got this extra weight and my back's hurting more because I'm carrying too much weight, and it just goes on and on and on. And it could be the other way around. It could be that your lifestyle, your poor diet, your lack of hydration could be fueling the injury or fueling the problem. It could be at the root of your problem. So we really want to figure that out together. And we also want to sit down and do really detailed nerve testing. For us, that makes a huge difference. If your nervous system is not operating right, it throws your hormones out of balance. And when your hormones are out of balance, you will gain weight in areas where you don't want to have it. And you could go run a marathon, you could work out for days on end, and you won't lose that visceral fat because it's there because your body's not performing right, because you're hormonally imbalanced and your kidney and liver are overwhelmed and your body's stressed out. So in this interview process and in this nerve testing, we can really learn more about you to determine what area are you having the most issues. Is it between your head? Are you having trouble up here? Or is it just physical? You're physically broken, you're physically hurt, your posture's bad. Or maybe it is your diet and you're carrying too much weight, and maybe that's at the core of your issue. And so we really need to try to figure that out, and the nerve testing helps us do that. And then from that, we take a real deep look at your spine, because as I mentioned earlier, spinal misalignments or poor spinal hygiene is going to always lead to weight gain, no matter what. And so when our patients receive gentle adjustments from us and effective care from us, they will lose weight without doing anything else. So that's very important you understand that. Now, once we've gathered all this information from you, once we've learned about you, we send you home with some homework. And the homework is typically more questionnaires and just more information needed on our part to learn more about you and your lifestyle, to find out why are you carrying too much weight, or why can you not get rid of that fat in that certain area. And so once we've done all that, and once we're confident that your issues are going to benefit from what we do, then we embark on a treatment plan with you. And that treatment plan most definitely would include some sort of strategy around your goals. And it could be weight loss goals. The other day we had somebody who wanted to lose 15 pounds and keep it off. And they just said, man, I lose 15 pounds all the time, but I gain it right back. So Dr. Sims, how can I keep it off? Like, give me some secrets here of how I can not only lose it, but sustain that over time. And so we spend a great deal of time and energy with each patient, educating them, teaching them, but coming alongside of them. And maybe for you, it might be, you might need to go through a 21-day purification program. It's a great program. We've had hundreds of clients go through this program. The results are amazing. I can't even begin to tell you the before and after pictures are off the charts. And so people will come in and they'll go through this 21-day purification process where we have them eat a specific way, and we have them take specific supplements that are initially targeting how to reduce toxins in your body. How do I clean my body out? How do I get my kidney and liver working better so that all this visceral fat that's storing the toxins that your kidney and liver couldn't keep up with? By the way, that's why you retain that fat. Your kidney and liver can't keep up. And so we flip that. All of a sudden we help your kidney and liver work better. We help your intestines work better. And all of a sudden, guess what? That visceral fat starts dumping the toxins into your bloodstream, and your body breaks it down, and all of a sudden that fat starts to go away. Now, you might not lose as much as you think if you're going to the gym near the end of this, because we know that muscle weighs more than fat. So if I go to the gym and I lose 3 pounds of fat but gain 5 pounds of muscle, I gained 2 pounds, but my body composition changed dramatically. Or I had to get a new belt because my waistline's thinner, right? And so we look at body composition, not weight so much, if we're integrating weight training into this. So the 21-day purification might be the start for you. I don't know. Until I get to know you, I wouldn't know that. Some people, we have them go through a 10-day anti-inflammation cleanse. We have another group of people that go through a gut rebuild, where we spend time helping them rebuild their critical microbiome. We say that 20 or 80% of your immune system is in your gut. We call it your second brain because of the connection between your gut and your brain. And we understand that some people aren't ready for a purification program because their gut is leaking. And when your gut's leaking, it's going to make you foggy in the brain, because the same chemicals that get from your digestive tract into your bloodstream, they get past your blood-brain barrier just like that. So next thing you know, you're going, man, I'm forgetting everything. I'm foggy, I'm grumpy, I'm moody, I'm craving sugar, I'm ravenous towards sugar, and I can't get rid of the excess fat. And you get in a rut. So we're familiar with all of that, and it all ties into our integrative approach. So I think for you, probably the best start would be to come in and go through our new patient experience, sit down and hang out with us, let us learn everything we can about you. Then I think you can really get to the bottom of, how do I have sustained weight loss instead of all this yo-yo stuff? Or far worse, going in and having gastric bypass. Now, if you're out there and you've had gastric bypass, we work well with that as well, because there's definitely some things we need to consider. And so everybody's different, but I'm just saying, get rich quick diets and schemes do not work when it comes to health. So as it relates to your health, you want to take a serious approach, and you want to surround yourself with people that know what they're doing, that really care, and that are going to take an integrative approach. That's key. And so if you're looking to learn more, make sure you visit our website at Back to Health Family Care and click on the nutrition tab, and you can learn more about some of our amazing programs.